Assalamu alaikum student. This is question number 5A. Question number 5, May June 23, paper 22, biology 5090. Figure 5.1 is a photomicrograph of the center of the plant root. So this is the TS of the root from its central point. So if you observe that there is a structure labeled L, and L labeled this whole circle. This whole circle is labeled L. So this all is called vascular bundle. Vascular bundle, which has two very important tissues, xylem and phloem. So actually these are xylem, and here it is also xylem, and it is also xylem. So K is xylem, while J is phloem. These four structures are phloem. One bundle, second bundle. So these sub bundles are phloem. Okay, now see what are the questions. So the first question is identify each of the following tissues labeled J and K that we have already discussed that J is the phloem and K is the xylem. State the term used to describe the group of tissues labeled L that we have discussed that this is vascular bundle. State two ways in which the structure of cell in tissue K will differ from a cell in tissue J. So as we know that K is xylem and J is phloem. And we have to write the structural differences between these two. So let's see what are the differences here. Okay, now to see the difference between the structure of xylem and the phloem, from the diagram, it is obviously clear that that the xylem is thick wall. You can see here there is a thick wall of the xylem, but phloem has thin wall. So the first difference, first structural difference that you can write is that K is xylem, K that is xylem has thick and lignified cell wall. But the cell wall of phloem, that is J, are thin and has and have no lignin. So the cell wall of xylem is lignified while the cell wall of phloem is non-lignified or it has no lignin. Lignin is used to strengthen the structure of the xylem vessel. And now There is no cell content. There is no cell content. Cell content means any cellular structure, for example, mitochondria, ribosomes, mitochondria, etc. It has no cell content in K, but J has organelles. Just noting this is K. So there is no cell content. For example, mitochondria, ribosome, etc. in K. And K has no companion cell. While phloem has cell contents and has companion cells. Okay. And one more difference, although our required answer is completed here, but one more difference that I'm telling you just for your information, that the xylem has no end walls or cross walls. This is the additional point. Xylem has no cross walls or sheath plates, but phloem has. So we are asked to write only 2 point of differences, but we have written 3. So in exam, as per your given space, your answer must be limited. Now the next point. Next point is regarding J. We know J is phloem. So what is the function of the phloem? We know that the function of the phloem is translocation. And what is translocation? This is the transport of sucrose and amino acids, the photosynthetic products or the secondary products of the photosynthesis, from source to the sink. Source means where they are produced, and sink where they are used. And it can go bidirectional. Means, what does it mean? See, phloem is responsible for translocation. And what is translocation mentioned here? Translocation is the transport of would produce any secondary metabolites of the photosynthesis that are sucrose and amino acids. From where they are synthesized. From where they are synthesized, and from where they are synthesized is called the source. To the parts where they are used or consumed. So this is the transport of material from source to the sink. And another important thing that it happens means this transport occurs. It happens in both the direction. Okay. So here one point is for naming the process of translocation. Another point is for explaining what is translocation, that source to the sink. So these are the important terminologies that we should use here. Source and the sink. And mention the mention amino acid and sucrose which are being transported, and also mention that this is the bidirectional process. Now the next point is name the type of the response shown by a plant root when it grows down into soil after the seed has germinated. We know that seed has radicle, and this radicle grows downward, and downward growth means positive gravitropism. So this process is positive gravitropism. Explain how this response shown by the plant root is necessary for the leaves to grow and appear green. So it is very simple that why they are asking the function of the root. So you know that what is the function of root? That root absorbs water. So the root is responsible for absorption of water and minerals. Minerals, we should mention that these minerals such as magnesium, and nitrates. So magnesium and nitrates. What is their importance for leaves to grow? So see, you can use the bullet or number. Water is important in photosynthesis. As it provides hydrogen for synthesis of glucose. It is means water is also important as it is involved in cell elongation. You have learned about the cell elongation by the action of oxygen, that how the cells elongate and increase the size of the leaf and other tissues. While magnesium is very important part or the is essential for chlorophyll that is needed for photosynthesis. While nitrates while nitrates used are used or you in other words you can say that nitrates provide nitrogen for the synthesis of amino acid and ultimately protein. Okay. So that was the question in 2023, paper 22. So you should also prepare such type of question for your examination this year and next year's. For the LS means the longitudinal section of the stem or leaf as well, because such questions may be repeated in different ways. Okay,